you don't, I'll take good care of you, so you won't regret it. But if you really, really don't want to, you don't. I don't want to make you. Okay, excellent. And your name is Cecily, and you are Cassie. Applause for Cecily and Cassie as you come up to join me. Okay, you can come all the way up, Cassie. Thank you so much. All right. So, oh, you okay? You okay? All right. I'm in a shirt, but okay. Very nice to meet you. And Cassie and Cecily, is that right? Okay. And do the two of you know each other at all? Excellent. So then we're going to start. This is going to feel a little bit silly, but if you would come to the center and shake hands and introduce yourselves to each other.
Cecily. Cassie.
Perfect. Now, that's really simple. We do it every day, but it's all that it takes to create a connection. So that's all the contact that we're going to have to work with. So Cecily and Cassie. Cecily, I'm going to have you stand right here facing forward, and then in a line with Cecily, Cassie, you can back up just a little bit right there. Or actually, I'll tell you what, let's do this. You may sit down right there, and Cecily, I'm going to bring you a chair as well. Right in line with Cassie, you can sit down right there. And we're going to see if an action that happens to one of you can affect the other. And we're going to start by using this ribbon. So you don't have to close your eyes just yet, but Cassie, you would push up the splitter on your right-hand side. And if you would raise up your right hand like that and close it into a loose fist. And now you can allow your eyes to close. And imagine energy flowing all the way through your arm, connecting you and Cecily. And Cecily, I'm going to ask you to lift up your left arm and close it into a loose fist. And then close your eyes. And pay attention to any sensation that you feel, again, as you imagine energy flowing all the way between you and Cassie. And you can both open your eyes and rest your arms. So what happened while your eyes were closed, which of course everybody saw, is that as soon as you closed your eyes, I took this ribbon, and to one of you, I brushed it along your arm. If while your eyes were closed, you felt that ribbon brush your arm, would you please raise your hand? And is it true that I only touched one of them with the ribbon?
Yes.
And who was it?
Cassie.
Now I checked to see your eyes were closed, so I know you're not making it up, but you genuinely thought that you felt it. Maybe it's a little spooky, right? A little that connection. All right, so we're going to try something else. If you would both allow your eyes to close again, and open your eyes for just a second so you can see me. Cup your hands like this, like you're holding something, and now allow your eyes to close. And I want you to imagine you have an object being placed into your hands. And now imagine that the object you're holding in your hands has some kind of pleasant smell, like a nice fragrance to it, but you don't know what. Like, it would be a nice one, like it's not a flower, but something like that, and you want to know what it is. So keeping your eyes closed, for real, bring your hands up to your face and take a deep breath in, like you're smelling an object you're holding. Take a deep breath in, and then another breath in. And now rest your arms in your laps, but keep your eyes closed just a little bit longer. Cecily, I'm going to come to you first with the microphone. Yes or no, with your eyes closed, did you imagine that you felt and smelled something in your hands?
Yes.
And Cecily, same question. Did you imagine that you smelled something in your hands?
Yes.
And as best as you could, if you had to share with everybody, how would you describe it? You'd say it smelled like what?
Orange?
You can both open your eyes. Let me tell you why people are reacting. Because at the moment that I asked you to imagine an object, I watched your hands go like this as the very moment I was putting a real object in Cecily's hand. And at the moment that I asked you to smell it, she was smelling the real object from over there, and the real object is... Oh my goodness, is exactly right. And tell me honestly, don't make it up, don't smell it. Did it smell like that in your mind? Yes, very good, okay. Excellent. Okay. You doing okay, sister? You doing okay? Can we try one more piece of this? Okay. I'm gonna ask you for the very final time to allow your eyes to close. And your shoulders are relaxed. Your weight is centered over both feet while you're sitting. Pay attention to any sensation that you feel and how many times you feel it. both open your eyes for the very final time. So listen, please don't make anything up, because if this part didn't happen, I don't mind. This has been a super successful experience and version of this little experiment. So, but honestly, just in case it did, if while you closed your eyes you felt a tap, would you please raise your hand? And this time the person that I tapped was Cecily. Listen, I checked. I don't think you're making it up. I don't think you're trying to. Listen, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a couple. I checked to make sure your eyes were closed. But I'm going to check, and if you answer the way I think you're going to answer, it's going to be very clear that you're not making something up or just saying it to try to get attention or to make me look good or anything like that. Would you please take your left hand like this and point to about where you felt the taps? That's exactly where I was tapping Cecily. Also, I keep saying that I gave her a tap, but it's not quite what I did. I gave her more than one. As best as you can recall, how many times did you imagine that you were tapped?
3.
3 is how many times I tapped Cecily. So we're going to call it. That's amazing. Thank you. So, yes, thank you so much. A big hand of applause for Cassie and for Cecily. Thank you so much. You can head off. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Keep it going for Cecily and Cassie. All right. Charles, you still have that slip of paper? And there is a third amazing thing on there? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Then let us give it a shot.